I am the MotoGrapher, photographer, a long-distance motorcyclist, and an entrepreneur. And I'm trying to build an exciting living and working space bringing together my love for motorcycling, gadgets, and technology. A place unlike no other in India. This is the MotoVilla.
Okay, so this is the first time we're going to take the Street Fighter into the MotoVilla. The MotoVilla is obviously still under construction, and let me take it inside for the first time. We've got these ramps custom made for this specific location. Well, there we go. The Street Fighter for the first time in the MotoVilla, but not in the MotoCrapher yet. And many more things to happen here. Of course, this is just the start. This will be the Moto Cafe. Maybe we can name it the Desmo Cafe. So now I have to call upon the powers of Mr. Shattervedi to help me out in this. Please arrive.
Oh yes.
Yes, teleport. You have teleported.
I have just teleported my.
Oh. We made it with the power of Shattervedi. And I'm sitting beside one of the most beautiful motorcycles in the world. But besides it being beautiful, this also is the most powerful naked motorcycle in the world. This is the Ducati Street Fighter V4S. And it's all about power, right? It's ultimately about power, strength, agility, speed, and these things, which are relatively tangible and intangible at the same time. So if you don't know what is the MotoCrapher, basically MotoCrapher is a part of a place called MotoVilla, which I'm building, which is also the headquarters of xBhp, which is India's largest motorcycling platform. So this is basically a 4,000 square feet of space spread over 3 floors, and each room has got a different flavor. This one is, as you can see, it's covered with with bricks and a lot of RGB, and this also has real motorcycles in it and a lot of tech. Now this is still under development, so a lot of things probably, if you might come after 1 year, you will see a lot of more things here. One thing is clear if you look around the room, that I am also a pop culture collector. I am a big pop culture fan, superhero fan and stuff like that, super villains as well, because I think they balance things out. And that is one of the reasons why I got this done in Joker livery, because this was matte black, so it was better suited for Batman. But with the Joker livery, basically both of them have been amalgamated. And the fact that the front of the motorcycle has been designed by Ducati after the Joker, so another fact for you. But the agenda of this video is to talk about power, and what other icon than He-Man, which represents power. When Prince Adam lifts the sword and he says, I have the power, and he becomes the most powerful man in the universe. And so many people have grown up, so many youngsters, like when I was a kid, kids have grown up watching He-Man and Masters of the Universe, and God knows how that has affected our psyche, at a subliminal level. You don't know. And I think that is one of the reasons why I like powerful stuff, like powerful motorcycles, powerful gadgets. You never know how these things affect your psyche. But talking about that, today I'm going to add something in the MotoCrapher, which is very close to my heart. And in fact, I had a collection of He-Man figures from my childhood. When I was born in 1980, and I think the first He-Man figures came out around 1983, something like that, from Mattel in India. They used to cost around 40 rupees, one figure. 40 rupees is like half a dollar almost, in today's currency. So I gave away all the figures, eventually when I grew up. And but in 2015, I was doing my Canada ride on an MV Augusta Turismo Veloce 800, and when I finished that 15,000 kilometers ride in I think in Seattle, like I started off the East Coast, I went and down to Seattle to give the bike back. It was a media bike. Because I'm a journalist also. So I saw this place in a mall. I don't remember which one. I think it was in somewhere Aurora or something. So in that mall, it was in a basically there was a warehouse of a lot of stuff. Like I went mad, and then I asked them, "Do you have He-Man?" I mean, they said, "We don't have He-Man. We have lot of characters, and those are the original ones, like the vintage ones from 1983." I said, "Show me," but they said, "Show me the money," and of course these things, they cost a lot. But when they got to know that I did this ride, and I actually came on a motorcycle. I mean, now I was in a taxi. They gave me a huge discount, and they gave me this big crate with all the characters that they had from He-Man, and that is what I'm going to show you right now. But I'm going to start with this, the book, or the He-Man and the Masters of the Universe mini comics collection. These comics that actually used to come with one comic, used to come with one character. So guys, there is one more person who's helping me build the MotoVilla. He's a friend of mine, a brother, and a great good rider. And most importantly, he's also got body like He-Man. So Shaturvedi,
yes,
Shaturvedi.
He-Man.
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yes, please.
So, what does He-Man mean to you?
He-Man actually means to me is actually a symbol of power, a perfect figure, and figure not in terms of the body, but the figure as in the person figure. So that is something which everybody should look up to, from the principles, ethics, physique, and of course the power. When we talk about power, there are a lot of things in this room which represents power. The most powerful bike in general, and the most powerful naked bike that is here. So this is actually a He-Man to me, and to be very honest, when I say He-Man, in the MotoVilla, the He-Man is recording me right now.
Well, so I have a different opinion before we move ahead to whatever we are doing here. So according to me, setting an example of being perfect, like having a perfect body, being powerful, might not be exactly the way the kids should learn how to grow up. Because sometimes what happens is that if you go too much after power, you start to lose your humanity, you understand what I'm saying. So there needs to be a balance, and this is what He-Man is. I feel
people might go and choose this when they talk about power.
Yeah, so what He-Man is to boys, I think Barbie is to girls. I mean, I don't want to be wrong because this is a very complex issue. But right now we're talking about something very simple. We're talking about my collection here. You see this thing over here. So this is basically the motor park. Over there are a lot of scale models of motorcycles and cars. But right now we are going to use the empty part over here somewhere, so to put all the He-Man stuff that I have. So now let's very quickly see what all He-Man stuff is there right now that I got from Seattle. So I'm going to go to the ground level, and I don't know if everything is here, but let me start with Castle Grayskull, the original one. Isn't this beauty? It's beautiful. Look at this. And then of course we have the Snake Mountain over here, and this is Hordak's chair, if I'm not wrong. And this is another part of Castle Grayskull, which we will figure out. I think it has to go here somewhere. So, and these I forgot what their names were. So I'm just going to put them here. All right, so I have forgotten a lot of these characters' names, but you know, these are the original ones. So I'm going to keep this here. It definitely looks like the bad guy. And this is from the Hordak universe. So the Skeletor and Hordak were the bad guys, and of course He-Man was a good guy. Sort of looks like the Prince Adam faker kind of a thing. And of course the Panther is here, Skeletor's steed. Another part of Castle Grayskull. This is the jaw. This is actually the jaw, which will go here. And we have a lot of nice characters coming up. I forgot these guys' names, so they transform into rocks. Okay, and then we have this Blizzard Man. This is, of course, one of the most important characters. This is Prince Adam here, which is who turns into He-Man after drawing the sword. Evil Lyn, if I'm not wrong. This is Trap Jaw. I think not Trap Jaw. This is, God, I forgot. Okay. Then definitely I don't know his name. Definitely not. Okay. I don't know him either. He's from the Hordak universe. So this is Stratos, I think, without his wings. Oh, Beastman. I remember Beastman. And Orko. This is Orko. Well, Tila. And then we have Faker. So this is fake He-Man. Okay. Oh, guys, we have a small fatality. This is, I think, Cyclops. But never mind. One leg broken. This is Trapjaw. And oh my God, this is like this is Ram Man. This used to be one of my favorites. And this is Two-Face, Man at Arms. Oh, I forgot his name. Fisto, I think. No, Fisto was another one. Oh, sorry, this is Stratos. And this is Leech Man or something, you know. And I forgot this name. I used to find this really cool, you know. And of course, this is the Battle Cat of He-Man. Moss Man. Some man, I don't know. And this used to be one of my favorites. So it actually has a wheel here, so you can slide up, you know, I mean, on the ground. Many E-faces, something like that. It has a few faces here. Merman. Grizzor, yeah, something like that. No, I don't know. This is Fisto, a good guy for a change. Of course, what is good without evil? So Skeletor. No, I don't know. And we have He-Man. So this is a new version of the He-Man. I think newer. This is not the original one. And of course, another boss man, the Hordak. Whiplash, if I'm not wrong, Whiplash. Forgot his name. I think Antenna, something like that. And this was also one of my favorites, Spikor, I think, if I'm not wrong. I am astounded I remember these names. I'm telling you, I did not rehearse this. It's like, oh, this was my favorite. I forgot his name. Definitely something like B-Man or something like that. No, I don't know. So we have an army of good and bad guys. Let us place them together in one place, shall we? So guys, the entire collection has been placed here and it has actually taken up a lot of space. Now, I went to Natrax, which is Asia's longest high-speed facility. Over there, I actually made a reel on He-Man. So have a look at that. This is all for now. I'll catch you in another episode. I do different.
In 2002, I found xBhp.com, which became India's most popular motorcycling platform and community, and then a print magazine as well. Since 2006, I have been riding around the world on choicest of bikes and sometimes cars too. Along the way, I picked up the bug for collecting stuff after the end of every ride that I did. This led to the building of xBhp headquarters, which also showcased my collection, and eventually the place itself became quite interesting, with a lot of people coming to visit and shoot it, even though it was a very small place. But as we know, places become big with the ideas they give birth to. Finally, in 2021, we decided to try and build a space which would not only serve as the xBhp headquarters, but also it will be an experience and space unlike anything else in India so far. A man cave, a living space, a working space, a gaming space, showcase of our collection, and integrating some of the best gadgets and lots more. And we call this the MotoVilla.